Today I'm going to be spending 48 hours in Universal Studios, and I'll be testing out whether Universal Studios Beijing or Universal Studios Singapore is actually better. Let's go! First up is Universal Studios Beijing, but first, let's teleport from Malaysia to China. Whee! We traveled to Universal Studios Beijing by metro, and it took us about 2 hours from our dorm in China.
我们现在是坐地铁去我们的环球影城那边，然后我们现在还有3站就到了，总共坐了2个小时半的车。OK， 我们到站了。其实我有点想睡觉，因为我昨天没有睡到。也希望我可以撑得去今天啊。
So we are here.
我们到了，要排队。Wait for me！ 耶，我们进来了！耶！其实现在开始，那已经很多人了啊！我看到有一个已经排80分钟，所以我们要快一点。
We went there about 30 minutes before the parks were open, but there were already so many people, like, what? Although there were so many people, it didn't really take too long for us to get in the park, so efficiency 9 out of 10!
Good morning！ 今天是第2天，然后今天的行程是去 Universe。Let's kill this love！ 大家早上好，今天是第2天，我们今天去 Universal， 现在是10点04了。我们本来plan 9点45出。
Because we were running late, so this was for breakfast, and we went there also by metro. For the Singapore metro, it also took about 2 hours to reach there from our hotel. But for the Singapore metro, it's kinda confusing at the Bigo City Mall or something like that.
我们在 Bigo City， 然后我们在找那个去 ESS 的是哪里，我不是很懂。
I think it was because we were late. We reached there at about 11 a.m. so it was pretty late for our standards. So there were a lot of people already. So it was kind of our fault, but we had to wait in line for a pretty long time. I think it took us a slightly longer time for us to get in the park, but considering it was our fault. So, there were 6 parks in the Universal Studios Beijing, which are Hollywood, Minion Land, Transformers, Jurassic World, Water World, Kung Fu Panda, and also the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. For USS, however, there were 7 parks in total, which were Hollywood, New York, Madagascar, Far Far Away, Sci-Fi City, Ancient Egypt, and the Lost World. But it was smaller. It definitely felt smaller, like significantly smaller. That's what she said. And I searched it up, and turns out that the Universal Studios in Beijing is actually twice the size of USS, so that explains why.
今天会不会晒黑？会，我觉得会有。
Because we went there in summer for both theme parks, I was constantly complaining about the weather. Like, it was so hot. It was 39 degrees in Beijing, and it was like 37 degrees in Singapore.
很热，今天好热，超热。今天真的特别热，我觉得我要奉劝你们不要夏天，人已经要，我觉得比马来西亚热啦。Right， 肯定。今天好热，我一定要死掉了，我要死了，太热了。Oh my god， 很美嘞！
The best part about the Universal Studios in Beijing is definitely the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because I have always dreamt about going to this place as a child because I was a Harry Potter fan. Believe it or not, I read like all of their books and also watched all of their movies like twice. 他是 like Harry Potter fan, so 真的。 The first ride we went to is called the Forbidden Ride, and it's actually a new ride, and we expected to wait for a very long time, but it only took about 50 minutes, so it was not that long.
这里是看他讲要排50分钟，算 OK 啦，我觉得可以了。然后这里的很好看。
The best part about it is that we get to walk inside the Hogwarts castle. That was like so good. It was like a dream come true because I really wanted to go here as a child. And also another bucket list of mine is to go to the Universal in Japan. So it was like so magical, you know. And after that, when I went back home, I watched all the Harry Potter films again. Purely because I was quite embarrassed that when I went to the theme park, I kind of forgotten everything from the books because I haven't read them or watched the movies for quite a while now. So I felt kind of unworthy to call myself a Harry Potter fan. Yeah, that's that.
这里好好看耶。
Anyways, the insides of the building was so cool because you can see there's like these animations, and this was like the place where they learn defense against the dark arts. And you can see the blackboard, it has like magic, it scribbles by itself, and it was so cool.
现在我们要去做那个 ride 了，拜拜，这个不能拍。
Let me give you a little description on how the ride was. So it looked like this. This was actually not filmed by me because you were not allowed to film inside. And it was really dizzy. It was like riding a broomstick in a Quidditch game. So it felt very cool. But one thing is I have car sickness and also I didn't sleep that day. So after this ride, I was very dizzy and I wanted to puke. But it was really cool. It's like a 3D ride. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Would give it 6 stars.
做完了第一个 ride， 挺好玩的，不恐怖。对大家，我们要上校吗？8天后，所以这个很恐怖。维斯尼娜。
The second ride we went on is the Decepticoaster, and initially I was like super afraid because it has 360 degrees turns everywhere in the ride. So I was really scared, but after taking the ride I was so happy I took it because it was so fun. It was genuinely so fun.
Hi， 我们刚坐的那个 Decepticoaster， 不错啦，真的不错。就在上面管得也很紧。 太恐怖了，我们去看这个。
After that, we didn't take any more rides, partly because I was very tired since I didn't sleep at all last night. So we went to watch a couple of shows, and this was one of the most anticipated shows. It was a show about how to train your dragons, which I watched as a kid and I still love by this day. And it was quite viral on TikTok since I've seen it before, but I've seen it in like Universal Studios Florida, but this is in Beijing. I didn't know it was gonna be so awesome. It's like watching a play. Actually would 100% recommend for little kids to watch this. I think they will love it so much because the dragons were very realistic.
Water World， 然后要看表演。
The next show we went to is the show in Water World. A lot of my friends recommended this. It's like watching a live action movie or show in real life, and it had like special effects like fire and water. Although one thing I didn't really enjoy much is the water didn't even splash in this direction at all, which is partly our fault because we didn't want to get splashed a lot, but we did want to get a little bit of splash, okay? But we got like 0 bits of splash and a ton of fire in our direction. So that was not so pleasant. And also this spot is very bad because we couldn't even see the actors' so it was really bad. But the actors were cool. They did a lot of stunts, which were quite amazing. But I personally don't really recommend this since it's kind of boring, in my opinion. This was so cool. In the series, the students in Hogwarts, they have like this choir with the frogs. It's so cute and it was so creative. And this guy looks so much like Harry Potter. The main reason we went to this other show was because I was really tired and I didn't want to go on any other ride, so we just watched shows basically for the rest of the day. And this was about Sing, the movie where the animals know how to speak and how to sing, and they love singing. And it was quite cute. I mean, it's suitable for little kids, but all of my friends and me almost fell asleep because the place was really comfortable and it had air conditioning inside, which was what we really needed because the weather was so freaking hot. But the experience was cool though because it was really cute. The whole setup was really cute. Felt like I was watching animals dancing and singing on stage. Before we went on the rides, we had fun choosing our headbands of the day, and I chose this minion one which suited my yellow outfit. Transformer 我们到现在还在排队，对，到现在还没有玩到12点16。So the first ride we went to is called Transformers ride. The only thing I hated a lot about this ride was the line. It was so crazy. I think we stood in line for about 2 hours. It was okay. It was like a 3D ride, but the line was just too long. Try one canopy flyer. Yeah, 我们刚才玩了那个 anyways 我觉得很好玩 lit but 很短太短了 6 out of 10。我们要玩妈咪，我们刚才玩了 Revenge of the 妈咪，很好玩，我喜欢。上面他们飞那个东西，恐怖哦！我们要去玩那件刺激的了，Okay, 大家 we are in Jurassic World. As I said, it was a very hot day, so I had to get drinks and review.
Bombastic.
这是我第2杯了。This was not that great. Wow! They had really good smelling popcorn here and a lot of Chinese dishes, which were pretty cool. Hello, 大家。结论是夏天不应该过来，因为我快死了，真是太热了，真是快热死。I also had to go to Honeydukes, which was the candy shop in the Harry Potter series. I really wanted to buy something actually, but it was all so expensive. Like this bottle costed like 100 yuan, and it didn't even have anything inside. I thought it would at least have candy, and these were about like 80 yuan, 60 yuan each for chocolate, and I don't even know if they even taste good, so I'll pass. 这就是一个很有名的吃饭的地方，叫 Three Broomsticks， 是在电影里面有了。然后
要排45分钟。
But here, however, I think the food is quite reasonably priced.
再做吧，送餐加餐不是排队啊。所以我点了儿童餐的 fish and chips， 68块，这个50块 butter beer， 还有这个 rib。
I had the fish and chips for 60 yuan and my friend got the ribs for like 80 yuan. I think it was very reasonably priced considering it's for a theme park restaurant. Oh my god, the butter beer was so good! But it cost 60 yuan. Lastly, I got the banana flavored Slurpee, so I got all the Slurpees. Slurpee collector.
我要去吃东西，已经2点。Corn dog, finally are able to eat.
I remember this for being so scrumptious. It was so good. Lastly, we watched the parade and the vibes were immaculate. I love this so much because a lot of characters actually said hi to us, and my friend had a birthday that day, so more characters said hi to us. And we also went to visit Ollivander's wand store, and it was so cool. It had all the characters' wands, and we got to watch the light show at Hogwarts. It was so pretty.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know what? Something crazy happened. My phone fell into this longgang thingy. It fell right into it, so I cannot get it out. I had to ask workers, and I literally panicked.
对，就是呢，我刚才把我电话放在 bag， 然后啊就掉下去那个洞里面。现在在叫工作人员，因为大家是要夹出来了，我电话救回来了，感谢那3个工作人员。 我们现在还在拍照，看得出我们很想拍照吗 ？Don't think it's very obvious. 我们的 Universal 之旅，虽然玩了很少东西，但是我玩那些我不敢玩的东西啊，那个180度还360度我都有玩，所以我觉得不错啦。一定也 OK。 没有啦，我觉得哇，这么可以看，玩太少，这个玩太少，第一次玩这样少。